And there's going to be people join us as we go along here. Dorothy's in a meeting. Marcia went to the trouble, Marcia Novita went to the trouble to get her tablet set up so she could be here tonight because she's on vacation with a friend. And it turns out the friend wants to go out to dinner tonight, and she's apologizing for not being here. But I think that's kind of cool that it means that much to her that she would go to that much trouble.
Aw.
Yeah, that is sweet. Cheryl, you had somebody talk to you. Hey, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hello.
What? I had somebody talking to me?
Out in your yard. I saw you comment.
That's Gary down there.
Somebody commented on how you look out in your yard.
Oh, yes, they did. My neighbors. I forgot I said that. Yeah, it made me feel good. I'm always out there working around, and they
What'd
saw.
they say?
They asked if I'd been sick. I said, no, I'm trying to look this way.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
They were kidding me. So,
Yeah.
yeah. They hadn't really looked at me. And of course, my clothes are getting all baggy, you know.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. How you
When you
like?
work in the yard, you wear your old clothes.
How you like being back in the challenge?
I like it,
Oh,
you know. But I have a question
uh-huh.
because I put down. I'm going to try to maintain. What happens if you lose and you go over?
You can lose. You can lose.
What if you can only use 3.9?
But that's plenty.
But what happens if you go over that?
Then you won't win. You have to stay in a range.
Okay.
That's when you put rocks in your pocket.
Oh, that's true. You can overcome that one.
I'll get a fishing lure.
Thought about that, Marcia. You're so clever.
Look at you.
Don't worry about it. Put rocks in your pocket.
Okay, I heard that.
Yeah, that was good. And we're recording this so the people who watch it tomorrow will be able to benefit from all those valuable suggestions you're making. So, Gary, how's your mother-in-law doing?
She comes home Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, Carol, how are you?
Good. How are you? I'm doing good.
Good, good.
So what's going on with your move, Carol? You got a place.
I got a place, everything. There's a lot of paperwork to do, and it's in process, and it's going to be sometime this summer I'll move. It's very stressful, though. I just have really a hard time with everything right now. I'm dealing with it. 47 years. I've only moved twice in my whole life.
Oh.
And then with the weight loss thing too, like I was explaining to you, facing that, I know it's great to have the sponsor take on you, but it's really a mentally changing thing. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I got very frustrated. I love it, but yet I'm afraid of it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that weight's going to come back. I'm afraid that, that's kind of me, though, as Gary can attest to. I worry about every least little thing in my life, so it's nothing new, but it's just everything together has just been not that anything is going wrong or anything, but I just have to stress about everything. So I don't do the stress I haven't yet conquered that. That's one of my things I really have to conquer is how to control my stress and take care of myself, that way.
Hey, Tommy.
Hi, Tammy. Long time no see. Welcome back to the challenges.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
I don't see you, Tammy.
Well, why don't you? That would be my question. Do you have your computer?
Oh, where?
Gallery. Go to gallery.
Yeah. Let me introduce Bev to all you guys. This is her first challenge. Bev, go ahead. Speak.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Beth.
Hi, Bev.
it's kind of nice to see people's faces.
It is. You can put a face with the comments.
Right,
Let's,
right.
Yeah. Is your daughter going to be in at all tonight?
I thought she was going to, but I haven't talked to her.
So we'll keep introductions off until she shows up. I have another person who's new that may show up, but when they show up, we'll go around the room and we'll let everybody introduce themselves to you.
Okay.
Why don't you though go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody here? You can tell them the connection and then maybe how you feel about. You're a brand new person to the challenge, so we don't know what that looks like anymore. Maybe you can tell us what it looks like to be there for the first time.
It's kind of scary. And I guess I just got in the tail end of the gal in front of me, and I kind of have the same thing. I'm at the weight that I was once and lost it and gained even more, and I am determined this time not to let that happen. And this is what it's a lifetime challenge. It's not just a month challenge. It's a lifetime, and that's the changes I have to make. I have to make for that.
Yeah, that's Carol's words. Carol says that, and that's who was talking before you.
Okay.
She says this is a life change.
It is.
Yeah, Carol went to. You mind sharing that story, Carol?
Which one?
About the Red Hat Lady party.
Oh, yeah, I went to a Red Hat Derby party on Saturday, and they had this huge spread of everything you can imagine. All this food and desserts, and these ladies are just piling their plates. And I walked and I looked at everything, and it was almost like I really didn't want any of it, and I made a plate, but it's to see that happening, and know that you can make those choices about what you put in your mouth, and I feel for them. I only wish I could get them to understand, because they're all women who really need to worry about that, especially at our age. We're all over 50, and some of us, we have 90-year-olds in our group, and it's the first time I've actually been to something where no one there knows what I'm in or what I'm doing, or it's like being your first step out in the real world and seeing how it's operating at these functions. But that's a Red Hat thing, is eating dessert first, and the desserts are, you can't imagine these cakes and desserts that they have.
I can.
It's kind of like desserts at church after church or coffee hour. I mean, the table is just absolutely level.
Yeah.
And I just, it kind of actually turns me off. I just have my cup of coffee and move on.
That's the way I felt Saturday. I felt kind of turned off by the amount of food that was there, and what you actually need to put in your body, it was an awakening.
Well, it's actually a process. Gary, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well.
You're in the dark in your room.
Why are you in the dark?
Yeah.
I'm in the dark.
Put some light in your room. It's dark.
Huh?
I'm in the dark most of my life.
Oh,
Yeah, how's that?
that's nice.
Yay.
Look how handsome he is. He thought he was going to get away with that.
My name is Gary. I'm Dawn's uncle, I guess I still am. Am I Dawn? Carol's old friend from Dearborn.
Right.
And Carol's hubby, Charlie, and I was best buddies up in Michigan. We chummed around for better part of 10, 11 years. And moved to Florida here, and friends with Connie and Tony and Tammy down there in the blue dress. And Marcia, thank you for that pepper jelly.
Oh, you
I
took
got into it at our Derby party.
that was pretty good, huh?
I think Connie even tried some, didn't you, Connie?
No, I did not.
Tony,
He doesn't do
Yeah, yeah.
that was pretty good. It was a big hit.
So you were in the January challenge, and this is your first time back. A lot of things have changed.
I don't do it on a monthly basis. I think you're gonna lose something by having these on a monthly basis. That's only my opinion.
But what I was going to ask you is, now that you're back, how you feel about it? Things changed since you were in there last time.
Yeah, somewhat.
You like the other one better with the room prize?
I prefer the other one, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I tried this one once and.
Yeah.
we'll
Well, we can go for bragging rights, you know. It's still okay to compete.
I did real good on the first one,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
I stayed away for a couple months and then came back.
Yeah. You enjoy the challenge?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's good to try to work as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Get different comments on your posting. Things like that would help, you know.
Yeah, speaking of that, let me show you, in case everyone doesn't know. Let me share my screen. And, you know, Tony he's up first thing in the morning, and he's in there doing his challenge. He beats me to it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to say, Gary, you have to catch up with me. I'm a few points ahead of you. I don't know why.
Catch up with you. I can't catch up with you.
Yeah, I got a few points that I didn't know I had. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to get to see inside of the coach's room. That's different.
Ooh.
Now, that's different from inside a challenger's room. I'm logged in here, and this is my challenge wall, and that kind of looks like what you guys have, you know, see? Not too much different there. Everybody knows what this is right here?
Right.
Okay, where you can view other teams.
Mm-hmm.
There's 500 other teams in here. And,
Wow.
and we're at 13, and that's respectable, let me tell you.
I think
And that'll change as time goes on. Where it really changes the most is when you get down to the end of the challenge and people just stop for whatever reason. If we continue like we're doing and right through to the end, we'll move up. Well, I imagine we'll be moving up as we go along. It just depends on I feel like I got a hair in my eye, and it's not a hair. Up here at the top where it says view all your points. So if you, you know, Gary, you have an issue with the points of which ones don't you have that other people have. And you can go here and make sure that you have gotten points for every day since you joined. And all.
I have did that, and
Anything missing?
no, all my points are there.
Okay.
I think what happened is people started inviting people before the contest even
Yeah.
started, and I have, you know,
Yeah. The ones who were there early. Yeah.
yeah.
So in the team room.
Me, the contest started on the 1st of May, and already.
Yeah, we start enrolling people like the 28th. So it's like 2 or 3 days before the 1st of the month. This month we'd start enrolling like May 28th for June. So there's a couple of days there. I don't ever bring, like, the people who are in the challenge, they got in like 1 day before the challenge actually started because they needed to finish up the other one. And in the coach's room, you see these little. Okay. What's that? Oh, okay. Cheryl. Okay.
Here we are.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to
Yeah,
Sharon.
lost everybody.
You lost everybody. We'll come in here.
No, I thought so.
Okay, so in the coach's room, these little green scales, that's what they are, scales, and they show that everybody has done their way in. We have 2 people that have not done their weigh-in. And Bev, this is Bev's daughter right here. And they've been doing their weight loss since January together. So once Beverly got in, she invited Peace to join her. And Susan Jeanette was in a challenge. I think she was in the January challenge too. And she's somebody from Michigan. I bet Don probably knows who she is. And she was part of that boot camp group. And she has come back into the challenge. So, has anybody noticed what the weight loss is so far? I haven't. So they're up to 3,272 pounds so far. That's up here. And that's number of challengers. And of course, that's the pot. Now, comments now move to, hey, Dina.
Hey there.
How are you? Do you see all
Doing
these
good.
people here?
Hmm?
You see all these people here? I didn't even know you had come in.
It took me a moment to figure it all out. Right now, I only see you, although I've seen a couple of folks appear in a lower screen here. So.
If you go up into the right-hand corner of your screen and click on Gallery View,
Eddie's in the other room.
you see Gallery View up there?
There we go.
Yeah, so you can see everyone that's here. Dina was on the program a while back, but she just recently got back on the program, and I was telling her about the challenge. She's not in the challenge yet. Have you decided, or do you want to ask some questions? These are the folks to ask.
No, you pretty much convinced me last night. It looked like the right tool for me.
All right, so we'll do that when we finish up here tonight.
Uh-huh.
The other things I would tell you is that the comments are now moving to the top. There's been a problem with them in terms of getting them. When you have a problem getting the comments to move up for you, just let me open Cheryl up again. There you go.
Okay.
I had you muted because there was noise.
Oh, I had to take my headset off a minute.
Oh, there you go. The comments now, you can get comments from if you commented yesterday and somebody comments on it, it's going to pop back up to the top. In the January challenge, you had to scroll through everything to see what anybody said. So that's not the case now, which is great. It saves a lot of time. When a comment gets made, it comes up to the top of the page. Anybody using iPads and tablets?
That's what I have.
That's what you have, Dina?
Yes.
You have which one? Tablet or iPad?
I am, but I can't see
It's an
anybody.
iPad.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and Dawn is using a tablet. So you don't seem to be having any problems. Dawn might be having some problems.
I cannot see anybody.
Ah. Okay. Hi.
Hey, there's Peace.
And Pete.
Oh,
Pete, look at you, mother and daughter right there together. Who would have thought it? Peace is Bev's daughter. I'm glad all of y'all could join us. I've pretty much gone over just the housekeeping items here. Now that we have the new people in the room, I would like to start with you, Carol, if you don't mind, and you can welcome them and introduce yourself to them.
Hi, Dina, Peace, and Bev. I'm Carol. I'm from Dearborn Heights, Michigan, and I've been in the challenge since January. And I truly find it extremely helpful, and it's done wonders for me. I'm down about 45 pounds.
Wow.
Got a long way to go. I need to lose about another 45. Hopefully that will work, but just the camaraderie and the support has been wonderful.
Very good.
Go ahead, Tony.
Oh,
Did we wake you up?
no, it's here. Well, I think everybody knows who I am. I'm Connie's husband, and that's all I need to say. She keeps us going the way I'm supposed to go, and
See what happened when I spoke back to them, right?
quiet. But my weight is staying pretty level. I don't know why, but I don't gain or lose any
Why
weight.
did you come back in the
About
challenge?
180.
Why did you come back to the challenge?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get back and see all the people. I was missing all the people for the first time I was in the challenge. And I says, why can't I go in the challenge? And she says, well, are you going to behave? And I says, yes. She said, you can go in the challenge.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to come back and see all of you because I miss you.
We're glad to see you.
Go ahead, Marsh.
I've been a friend of Connie and Tony's for, gosh, a few years. I have been on some of her other ventures of dieting and stuff, but when I got real bad with my diabetes, I went to Connie and joined Take Shape and lost my weight. Have been doing good. I did hit my head a few years ago, and I am having some medical problems from that. But I think I would have been a lot worse if I hadn't lost all that weight. And I just love the challenges because I really do think that we need the constant reminder because there's so much out there that are against us. And I have had several people who really would like to sabotage. Yeah, they're doing better on it because I don't fall for it. But the challenges do help us to stay on track. I feel they do anyways.
Yeah. Cheryl. Oh, let me unmute her. There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. I started the first challenge in January, and I lost 21 pounds, which I didn't plan on losing, but it taught me a lot of good habits. And I didn't join the next one, but because I learned so much, I lost 13 pounds on my own. So I have learned to drink water and make the right choices when I eat, but, and I joined this one again. I just went to maintain this time, but, I don't know. I've been so good about learning the right things to eat that it's easy to lose the weight because I need to,
So why'd you come back to the challenge?
Because I needed help. Because I have people too that I have my family live with me and they're not on diets, but several of them should be. But like sabotage, there you go. So it's nice to have somebody to go to that has sympathy and they can understand,
Oh, very nice.
So, yeah. And like somebody was saying, it brings everything back to you. It strengthens you to talk about this or listen to other people explain their problems. Yeah.
Thank you, Marsh. Dick is, Cheryl, Dick is Marsh's husband.
Ah.
Yeah. And
I'm the one that's sitting on Marsh's head right now.
Ah.
Actually, I'm sitting on yours.
Not now, you're not.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dick.
Well, I'm just glad to get back in the challenge. I had a little difficulty with all this stuff, fumes and trees and everything now. But I'm getting over it pretty well.
Why don't you share with our new friends, since you're such a success story? Do you mind telling them about you? I mean, you're my favorite story. I have a lot of good stories, but you're my favorite.
Oh, no, I'll start out. I weighed 275 pounds when I was in it. My wife lost some weight. She wanted me to go on it. We're going on a cruise, and I said, I'm not going on anything until after the cruise. But after we got back, I went on it, and I started losing. And I feel a heck of a lot better. All the medicines I was taking before that, getting around was better. It's just a lot easier now. What
medicines did you get off of, Dick?
Pardon me?
What medicines did you get off of?
I'm not a diabetic anymore.
Wow.
No. that my heart doctor says, now, Dick, I know you lost a lot of weight, but tell the people, your friends, to walk 30 minutes a day. He says, that's the way I work. He is thinner than somebody on that guy. He really cares.
Yeah.
I think he
I've
got off.
been on a lot of medicine.
Dick, didn't you get off of like,
Do you see? Let me bring up.
there we are.
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
That was too fast. He's changed a lot. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Both of you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You see the oxygen
Wow.
hose coming down from his neck?
Yep.
That's why he's my favorite story.
And don't they look so much younger? Look at them.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Oh,
Um,
I just had somebody today tell me I didn't look like I was 72. So they
No
made
way.
me day.
No way.
well, 72 ain't what 72 used to be. Thank you, Dick. I appreciate
okay,
you
honey.
sharing that. Hi, Gary. You want to introduce me to our
Oh.
new people? Oh, you did a lot just a minute ago.
Yeah, he told us where he was from there, someplace in Michigan. I don't know where it went.
Well, I got back in the challenge mainly because Tony challenged me, and Carol, when she was down here in Florida back in March, she said, I'm going to challenge you. I kept waiting for her challenge, but I never got it. So Tony jumped in, challenged me, so I came back. But it's a great program. I got involved with Take Shape for Life, probably about 4 years ago, I guess, right after Connie did. She was on it for about 6 months, and I seen how she lost, and I was like, damn, I guess I'm going to try that. So then I got involved with it, and I took off about 52 pounds in a matter of months. And I seen I don't take any medication or anything. I never did. I'm not a firm believer in medications unless you absolutely need it. And some of these doctors that I've seen, they're nothing but legalized drug pushers. You know, one drug will create another problem, but here's this pill that counteracts. So if you can get away without any medication or anything, or minimum medication, you're so much better. Well, then I got involved with the January challenge, and I think I took off. Well, I met my goal. I think maybe I took 8 or 9% off, and I won, I don't know, $110, $120. So that was a good motivating factor. But you're maintaining good health, and you're learning healthy habits. And get yourself a dog if you want to walk. We've got a little Shih Tzu, and he's me walking. Yeah.
Thank you. Bev, you want to give a little background on you and let everybody get to know you? What you want them to know?
I'm not sure quite where to start.
Where do you live?
Well, I live in Berlin, New York, which is about 30 miles east of Albany, on the border of Massachusetts.
Oh, I wish Colleen was here.
And I'm a retired teacher, but I'm active in the church and in music, and that's kind of my outlet, as well as my raised gardening, which I've gone to. So that keeps me out of trouble.
Oh.
But last December, when I went to the doctor, they informed me that my sugar was over 400, and that they would have to start with insulin. And I said no. And within a week, I had started. And to date, when I went back to the doctor, I've lost 41 pounds. And my A1C is now 5.8. And so I know it works, and I don't ever want to go back, but it's so easy to go back if you get in the wrong frame of mind.
So why did you join the challenge, Bev? You've seen
I joined the challenge because my daughter's on listening too, and she's been my greatest support for the last 2 or 3 months as well. But it's kind of nice to have a larger support and something that you can learn from and hopefully you can live by. And the one thing that I enjoy is sitting down first thing in the morning, and that's when I read everything and kind of digest stuff, so to speak. And it kind of keeps you on track.
Well, it makes you think about it. I do it in the morning for that reason, so it's on my mind all day. Hey,
Yep.
Tammy. Thank you, Bev.
You're welcome.
Tammy, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, there she goes. How's the parents doing? Tammy takes care of her aging in-laws. What is their age, Tammy?
90.
Both of them?
Mom will be 90 in August. Dad just turned 90.
And how long have they been married?
They've been married for 73 years.
Wow.
Gosh.
And they're ornery.
So,
If you can make it to 90, you have a right to be.
Yeah.
so when you hear Tammy saying that she was able to sleep in, that's why. And she does such a great job. Her mother-in-law is blind, and Tammy has become her eyes. When I visit Tammy is constantly aware of what she's doing. And anytime she falters, Tammy runs over and say, "No, Mama, you got to do it this way." I can see why she wears herself out. Yeah. Go ahead, Tammy.
Yeah, it was nice to sleep in till 7:30 the other morning. I think it's been a couple years.
So tell us about you. Tell us why you came back to the challenge with all your work you're busy in.
I came back because I need to lose another 10 pounds.
Aw.
And I need to see you guys anyway.
Did you miss people?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, well,
I only get to see Mom and Dad and Michael.
Oh, so this is your social hour. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, Dina,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to join the challenge, like I said, because I think it's going to be a good tool for me. I have started about 4 years ago. I started on a weight loss program. In 2 years, I lost 85 pounds. Unfortunately, in the past 2 years, I've put 60 of it back on. And I have asthma, and it's made that worse. And I have arthritis, and it's made that almost unbearable. And I just know that if I don't start doing something now, it will only get worse for me. And I love life too much.
Good.
I'm down here in Savannah, Georgia. So I'm along the coast here. Let's see, I was inspired by my mom. She's done the...
Mention your mom's
Shape
name. People in this room will know her.
Oh, Donna McElwain.
Y'all know who Donna McElwain is? She is in the, Gary, you know who she is. She's in those Christmas shows and stuff that Solovita puts on. She's part of the chorus there. You know, we've seen her perform.
He just played a hippie in one of the shows like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I'll point her out to you, Gary, who she is. Well, welcome, Dina, and we'll get you signed up here in just a little bit in the challenge.
Excellent.
And Miss Peace, I'm sorry we took so long to get to you.
Oh, that's okay. I live in Brunswick, New York. I live about 40 minutes from my mom, and I started my weight loss journey in the beginning of February. I had gone to the doctors at the end of January, and he recommended gastric bypass surgery, and that really upset me. And I went home and talked to my mom, and my mom had already started her journey with her weight loss, and I got on board, and we've been our coaches together, and talking every night and sending each other messages, and I've lost 31 pounds so far. Wow. And I'm working on maintaining that and working to lose a little more. And my mom mentioned this challenge and said what a great support group it would be for me. And so here I am.
Welcome.
And no bypass.
No. Yeah, no.
Let me just interject something.
Uh-huh.
My son-in-law had that gastric bypass 4 or 5 years ago. He's having a lot of problems with it today, and I think Dawn can attest to that. So, yeah, if you can lose the weight this way.
100% people that have it.
Pardon?
Don,
Yeah, Uncle Gary, 100% of the people that I know that have had that surgery, patients, clients, friends, and family, 100% of them have physical issues that are way worse than what their weight was to begin with.
Yep, thank you.
So,
There you go.
I'm not pro gastric bypass by any.
so Don, I'm going to let you wrap up the Zoom tonight. Go ahead and let our new guests hear a little bit about you, to what extent you want to.
Okay. I have been on since September, I think was our first challenge. I've lost almost 65 pounds since then. I pretty much gave up sugar completely. I don't do white bread, starches, rice, those kind of things. I'm in the challenge partially because, as most everybody can see, I have an oxygen on my nose, and everybody that's been in the challenge knows I have I'm disabled, but my brain still goes. I was in the healthcare profession. I was studying to be a naturopathic doctor. I am a specialized massage therapist in all types of holistic medicine. And so that's why, Bev, I wrote that note to you that says, if I say stuff, just tell me you're tired of listening to me and you don't want to hear me ramble on, because sometimes that happens. My posts get really wordy. I have a lot of inspirational stuff because I'm blessed. They didn't think I was going to leave the hospital. They told my parents that I probably wasn't going to leave with them. And they're not in charge. God is. And so I love the challenge because of our accountability, and everybody has become family. And it's just so weird that, like, the 29th of April, when I went to sign on, it's like, okay, it's done. You can't sign on because it doesn't start again until May. So it's like something I do every morning. I check on throughout the day to see if there's any questions that people have, that I may be able to interject something from a different perspective than maybe they've heard. Sometimes they don't want to hear it, and that's okay. And I'm not offended if somebody tells me, we're not interested. I talk a lot about the oils. Connie has some coming that she's going to try. And, if anybody down there is interested, then, we can work on that. But I like the program. I like the fact they moved the exercise thing. I don't know if anybody noticed that on the main page. It's not in the information page now. It's on the main square right to the bottom of it before you can post anything. All of the exercises are now there that we used to get points for doing. They're now there, easier to access, right on the main page of the challenge page.
Are you looking at that on a?
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Are you looking at that on a?
Connie, have you noticed that?
No. Are you looking on a tablet? Is that where you're seeing it?
No.
On your computer?
No, that was on the computer.
Well,
yeah. When you go to the team page, it has that square where it has a little blurb, and there's talks about all of the stuff that's going on with the challenge. Underneath of it, there's two little things, and one of them says daily exercises, and you can click on that and choose, like we used to be able to, for male and female.
beginner, intermediate. Mine's still in the same place.
You see what I'm talking about?
Else, but mine's still in the same place. That's why I was asking where you use it.
Oh, see, when I went on the, so it,
Let me show you.
no, it was on the computer. Actually, it showed my points, and then it used to say other information. Now it doesn't. When you click on that other information, it told me that it was in the middle, so that's where it's underneath the main screen.
Here is the challenge.
If it's still in the other information for Bev and for Keith,
Okay, here is the challenge wall. And the
well, it's trying to let me. I'm back on my phone.
Okay, so there's one other thing.
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there we go. I see your.
See, mine's still right there. That's where it's always been, is right there. Okay, the last thing I'm going to thank you, Don.
Oh, I can see.
Go ahead, honey. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close. I want to.
Yours, I was. Can you stop?
Yeah, we're breaking up.
Yeah, she's breaking up. Right there's
Oh,
the
boy.
exercise video.
Challenge wall.
That's the challenge wall. And that's the exercise videos right there. And that's where they were last time. Okay? All right. So the one thing I want to tell everyone that was in the last challenge, you need to go to they've posted the credits. If you won in the last challenge, your available credits are up there now.
All right.
Okay? Anybody got anything they want to say before we say au revoir?
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Get off your head when you're ready, Mike.
You muted, Tony. Let me unmute him. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, you're not leaving. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Take that duct
I
tape
know
off.
you all.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Have
Hey,
a great week.
Tony, don't hit her in the other eye. That's all I can say.
I'll be nicer, Gary.
Are you still going